Okay, now it's been over a year. Here's the story of how I almost got trafficked in Paris. So for my birthday every year, I go somewhere by myself on a solo trip, somewhere on my bucket list. And last year in May 2025, I decided to go to Paris because I was supposed to go to Africa, but then things fell through, so I ended up going to Paris. And I thought, what a beautiful place to spend my birthday, turning 29, last year of being in my 20s. So I flew to Paris by myself on a solo trip, got there, spent a day there, and then the next day it was my birthday eve. So on my birthday, just before my birthday eve every year, I go and watch the sunset because I'm like, last time being this age, blah, blah, blah. So I was underneath the Eiffel Tower. And I'm usually really good when I travel by myself because I don't stay places too long for people to realise that I'm by myself, because being a female and being overseas and just travelling alone in general is scary for a female. But obviously it was my birthday eve, so I'm sitting there under the Eiffel Tower and the sun doesn't go down for ages in Paris, especially in winter. So I was sitting there for a while, so people around me started to see that I was by myself, and I had a picnic by myself, and I was just sitting there waiting for the sunset to go down so I could see the Eiffel Tower for the first time of night time, so I could see the lights and everything beautiful. So I'm sitting there and these two guys come and they sit literally right in front of me, and at the start I didn't think anything of it. I was like, oh, I actually noticed him because I was like, he's quite attractive, like he's a very attractive person. And then he turned around and smiled, and I smiled back because I am just a friendly person. And then that made him come over and introduce himself, and then he started speaking French to me, and I was like, I let him finish, and then I was like, so sorry, I don't speak French. And then he's like, where are you from? And I was like, oh, you speak English? And he's like, oh, a little bit. And then I said, oh, I'm from Australia, like I'm traveling here. And he's like, oh, like, are you here with people? And I was like, yeah, my friend's back at the hotel, blah, 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 lie, because you don't want anyone to figure out that you're there by yourself. And I encourage anyone that is traveling overseas by themselves to watch Taken, because I'm actually blown away with how many people I've told this story, and I'm like, have you watched Taken? And they're like, no. So go and watch Taken 2, and I'm pretty sure Taken 3 just come out, or they come out whenever, but you need to watch it as a solo female traveler. You need, even if you're not, because in Taken it's two girls, like they travel to Paris, and it's based on a true story, and it was literally verbatim of that movie. If I hadn't watched that movie, I would have been absolutely dumbfounded. So going from that movie, everything that he said to me was exactly like the movie. So then he proceeded to tell me, oh, like, you should come back with us, we're having a party. And I was like, oh, so sorry, like, I don't drink, I'm okay, like, I'm fine, I'm just going to sit here, and then I'm actually going to go home, and then it's my birthday tomorrow, and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, oh, that's fine, you don't have to drink, just come with us. And I was like, no, thank you, like, I'm so fine. And he's like, well, at least let's get a photo together. And he, like, pulled me up, because I was sitting down, he lifted me up, grabbed me, put his arm around me, and his friend just started taking photos. And I was like, oh, no, please don't take photos of me, because from the movie, that's how you get put on the black market, and that's how you get human trafficked. So I hid my face and I was like, no, I'm so sorry. But before this, he did ask for my number, and I was like, no, sorry. And then he's like, oh, can I have your Instagram? And I was like, of course, anyone can have my Instagram, like Instagram's Instagram, whatever. So he did get my Instagram. So then after that, and then him trying to take photos of me, I was like, what have I done? Like, what? And I was like, no, it's all in your head. You're fine. You're so fine. And then he's like, oh, okay, well, we got to go now. We're going to a party. You sure you don't want to come? I was like, no, I'm so fine. He's like, might see you later. And I was like, might not. Like, so fine. And then he walked off, and then under the Eiffel Tower, there's these people that just walk around and they try and sell stuff. He walked up to one of them and then pointed at me, and my heart literally sank. Like, when I mean sank, I mean I just got this urge to be like, run. Like, get out of there. What is happening? So I FaceTimed my best friend straight away. I FaceTimed Sean, and I told her everything, and she's like, oh my gosh. And I was like, it's okay. I'm just telling you. I'm just going to go into all of these restaurants, and I'm going to get home, and it's going to be fine. So I then walked everywhere to make sure no one was following me. And then I walked into all of the cafes, and all the restaurants, because it was like maybe 9 p.m. by that time. So I was like, like 8:30. So I walked into all the restaurants, went into all of them, made sure no one was following me, and then I was like, okay, I'm good. So I went down, got on the train. There was one person in front of me, and then the doors were about to shut, and I was like, sweet, I'm fine. The doors were just about to shut. He jumps on with his mate, 6 other blokes and 2 girls. And I just was like, it's all in your head, it's all in your head, it's all in your head. Please no, please no. And I just started praying. I was like, I don't know what to do. What it made it even worse is he got on, he looked at me. No, his friend got on first. His friend looked at me and goes, here she is. They sat 2 seats in front of me. He didn't even say anything to me, the guy that was actually talking to me. They both walked on, sat facing that way, and said nothing. And all the other guys were guarding the door, so I couldn't get off. And the girl come and sat, so it was like seats that were facing each other. So she come and sat directly in front of me. And so I FaceTimed my best friend straight away, and I was like, they've followed me. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And she's like, you need to get off at a really popular place. And I was like, sweet, Notre Dame is the next stop, so I'm going to get off there because I've seen police there before. I know that it's always busy, like blah, blah, blah. So I got off there. They all got off with me, and they all just stood around and were just staring at me, watching me. And I went and sat next to someone, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm actually freaking out. And I was like, surely I'll see a police. I waited there for an hour, seen nobody. And the reason I didn't leave from there is because to get out of that train station, you have to go through a tunnel. And I was like, there's no way in hell I'm letting someone grab me in a tunnel. Nope, not happening. So I waited for the next train. I then jumped on, and as soon as the doors were about to close, I jumped off. Lost most of them. I thought it was all of them, and I was like, okay, beautiful, like this should be fine. And then I got on the next train, and then I sat with my back against the wall, so like no one could sit anywhere near me. And there was a guy sitting there, and I was like, excuse me. I was like, can you help me? These guys are following me, and I need help. And he goes, sorry, no English. And I just went, you've got to be joking, like I can't believe it. So then he went back to sleep, and then I was like, okay, maybe I'm just all in my head. But when I got on, there was a guy that sat literally the closest seat that you could sit next to me, and was just like staring at me. Then the other one sat in this seat facing that way, and every single stop he turned around, he's like, and he would laugh and smile and be like, not this one. And I was just like, and then when he said that, I just started crying, because I was like, I have no hope now. Like, I don't know what to do. I genuinely don't know what to do. I just broke down, and I just started crying. Sean's on the phone. She's crying to me. And then the guy just there woke up, and he's like, oh, like, are you okay? And I was like, no, these guys are following me, as I said. And he's like, oh. And then he started speaking in his language. Little did I know, Sean can speak another language, and she starts talking to him, and I was like, oh my gosh, like God is so good, like it is wild, because I didn't even know Sean could speak another language. It wasn't French, it was something else that this guy could speak, and he started speaking, and so he spoke to Sean, and he's like, get off at this stop, and I was like, is it safe? And he said, that, like, translating obviously, he said no. He's like, but I'm getting off there too, I'm a security guard, I'll walk with me. And then I was like, okay. And then I started bawling my eyes out again, because I was like, what if he's involved, and I'm literally getting lured out into the open, see you later, I'm gone. So then we got off, he took his jacket, his massive big jacket, and he put it around me, and he's like, stay close because they will grab you. And then I was like, he's like, I'll walk you to the bus. And I was like, no, I need an Uber. I just need to be in a car. And he's like, oh, it's a really bad area. Ubers don't usually come to bad areas. And I was like, my gosh. So I just said to him, I'm just going to try. Can you just get me to a road? So he walked me to where the bus station is. Just my luck, buses stopped working anyways. So I literally booked an Uber. Thank God. Like, God really, really pulled me out of this one, because I was just absolute mind blown. The Uber rocks up. I say, thank you so much to this guy. I get in the Uber. The Uber driver speaks perfect English. And I was telling him everything. And he said to me, you are so lucky that you got out, because not many people do. And you would have been out of this country before tomorrow. And I was just like, you've got to be joking. So anyways, then this is going to cut me off. So I might have to do part 2. But part 2 will be about the next day, and me having to go to the Australian Embassy, and how I'm on the black market, and what the Australian Embassy said to me, and how they got me out of Paris ASAP. Like ASAP. Like, they got me on a flight quicker than I could click my fingers. They were like, yep, you're now on the black market. If anyone on there sees you, they will literally take you.